Good morning, and welcome to the Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Today we're going to be flying on a JetBlue E190 as Flight 312, registered as November 231 Juliet Bravo. I'll be considering myself lucky on this flight because JetBlue has gotten their first batch of Airbus A220s, and they're going to be retiring their E190 very soon to fully switch over to the Airbus A220. Getting in the terminal is a bit of a hike since I was starting from the Hilton, and the signage became more clear as I got closer to the correct terminal. I feel like in O'Hare, the signs are your best friend. There are a few options for amenities landside, but as you get airside, it is really welcoming. I was in Terminal 3, so there are flags hung up near the ceiling and a nice looking food court to serve you for your flight. Out here right now doing some spotting at G21. O'Hare also has a little device right outside of TSA to help you navigate around to your gate. I also got a little bite to eat before I board my flight home. Shortly it was time to board, and after flying on American all week, it was nice to have a little change of scenery. We were still boarding in groups, and I got on board the Embraer 190 and got to my seat of 3D. Since JetBlue doesn't have a first class cabin, they call their cabins core and even more space. Core would be equivalent to the economy cabin, and even more space would be equivalent to the first class cabin. My seat, which was 3D, was in the core cabin with a pitch of 32 and a width of 18.2. I got to my seat and saw my view of the engine. You just gotta look back. The flight inbound from Boston came in fairly late, so the turnaround was fairly quick, so it wasn't long before we pushed back out of here and headed back.
Touchdown. We'll be turning off the in-flight entertainment system for just a few moments while we share this important safety information.
And just after the pushback, the crew up front started up the engines and started the long taxi across the airport to runway 9 center. VR B2. How's the rate go? Alright, let's talk about that JetBlue IFE for a bit. So it's controlled by 10 buttons on the armrest. So one that takes you to the channel guide, one that takes you to the map to track your flight, 2 channel buttons, 2 volume buttons, and 1 orange select button to select what you want to watch, and then 2 brightness buttons. So the TV looks pretty old. It looks like it's been there for a while. I might be wrong, but it looks like it's been there for quite a while. It just has that feel to it. But don't get me wrong, it's a nice TV. Like, it gets the job done. you can control the brightness. And what on JetBlue, as far as I know, from my experience, you can only get live TV. So you can hit the guide and then select your different channels, and you can only get live TV on JetBlue. And I haven't had experience where you can get like pre-recorded TV. And you can hit on the button with the moving map. So what the moving map is it just shows you your flight and where it's going. And it also plays a radio station on it too, along with the moving map. So it's legit just a map that switches back and forth, and then a radio station playing while you look at the map. I know I don't normally get what the cabin crew offers me on flights, but today, that changed. I ordered a few bags of Cheez-Its. I tried to get my phone connected to the Wi-Fi again, but it just keeps giving me that unable to connect error. I'm getting to think that that's something on my side and not something with the actual plane's router. Let me know if you have the same problem. But that's fine because it was now time to descend. Go down. That was good for the conditions. And like that, I'm back where I started a week ago. It was great having the gusty approach and landing welcoming me back home. We're going to use my Raleigh rating scale to rate this flight. The service on this flight was a 10 out of 10. The incoming flight got in late, but my flight crew got us out early. They did a normal food and beverage runs, and I actually got my own food to eat while en route back in Chicago. That being a bacon and cream cheese, of course. They did normal trash runs too. The Wi-Fi on the flight, I'm giving that a 0 out of 10 since I still didn't have it. Now I know I said it was probably something to do with me, but I still didn't have any, so sorry JetBlue. Yeah, I'm gonna get so much hate for that. I didn't have any problems with the cabin being dirty. The entertainment was fine. I'm giving that a 9 out of 10. So since the free internet wasn't an option, it was nice to have the backseat IFE on an Embraer. I didn't watch any live TV with the exception of some National Geographic for not even a minute, but I really had a short time watching the live map and listening to the radio station too. But if I could change one thing about that live map, it would be that it would be interactable like it is on the American A319. But really, my main source of entertainment was looking at the window at the nice clear day. So the seat, I'm going to give that an 8.5 just because the backseat power was absent, but the IFE makes up for that. The lugging was fine for the flight duration, and I got a fantastic view of the engine and a fantastic sound of the engine buzz on that departure. So the overall rating of the flight, I give that an 8.5 out of 10. How was the flight over? How was the flight over for you guys?
Oh, good. Yeah, no problems. Yep.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And we saw we cruised at 25,000 feet the entire way.
Yeah.
That's just because wind, higher.
Roads up high.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good job fighting the wind on the approach in.
That was all him. Yeah, thank you.
Nice job. Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, it was windy. Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit breezy.
Yeah.
You live in Boston?
I do, yeah. I'm a student pilot actually with about 17 hours logged.
Nice.
And I do flight sim as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How many hours do you have on the Embraer?
That's a great question. I really don't know. I haven't kept a log since I got hired here.
He's got a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Upgraded 2013. So 6 years, and probably like 3,500 or so in this.
35? Okay.
Like that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big estimate.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about flying the Embraer?
Got a good schedule on it, that's for sure, you know. It's a pilot's airplane, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Airbus, you're asking permission from a computer to do a lot.
That's very true. Very automatic. Very high technical on the Embraer. Yeah.
But this is, it's good, you know.
Yeah.
It's my ride.
Yeah, I have a few hundred hours on the Embraer and the flight sim, so the overhead I feel is very straightforward.
Yep.
Like everything is just like makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like that's gonna be it for this trip report. Thanks guys for watching this trip report and taking your time out of day to watch this. It felt great to be back in Boston to see my newfies again. So I really hope you enjoyed the trip report. With that said, on my next trip report, I'm actually gonna fly on American a 777-200 down to Miami and a 737 MAX 8 back. So just literally just a day trip, 7-hour day trip down to Miami and back. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that's gonna be a really good trip report for you guys to look forward to. So with that said, I'm gonna sign off now. So I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in that video. Bye.